So here we sit wondering, where's Chuck? When's he going to show up? Yeah, well, here he is. Unfortunately, I'm not ready. I'm not quite ready for this yet. I I have a little bit more preparation time before I'm actually going to be ready, so I can sit and chit chat for a while before we actually get started. Um, Even at that, I'm still woefully unprepared for the show simply because we had some internet issues today. Um, as it turns out, there's something about our SSID. I don't even know what that means, but something about our SSID wasn't straight, and I don't know what's what. And we had to change our number somehow, something. And basically, I was left without internet for about an hour and a half while we were trying to troubleshoot that issue, and ended up having to troubleshoot the issue instead of working on this. And well, here I am. So I apologize that I'm not quite ready, but I will be sooner than later. Matter of, well, just um, I'm working on my slideshow right now of all the items that we have for sale tonight. Um, and as soon as I get that more or less in the work, I've got us up to lot number 17 now. So maybe I should just go ahead and, I don't know, get us going. Then we'll figure something out when that time comes, maybe an intermission or something. Not sure what to think right now. I didn't know that we were going to be falling behind until about an hour and ago, and roughly an hour and a half ago. Wife works from home sometimes now, and she absolutely requires having good internet connection at home. And for some reason, her internet connection has not been the best. And so we're trying to troubleshoot that and get it working right. And unfortunately, we've not been able to get a really good solution for it. We're on Google Fiber. And even with Google Fiber, I'm still not really sure why or whatnot. Okay, I've got us saved up to the last 5 lots. So what I will do at this point, figure out where we sit with what's online and what's not online, and then I'll get everything uploaded and we'll get started. Let's see. Probably just need to go ahead and resave pretty much everything just to be sure that I've got current versions of everything. I hope everybody can hear me tonight. Readjusted I've readjusted my microphone slightly just to be sure that a couple of videos ago, I think I was blaring. I don't want to be blaring. Heard. So give me just a couple of minutes here. Oops. And I'll get all this saved up and then we can go. With regard to the weather here, gosh, it's been a weird day here in Cary. It was awfully warm earlier today. I mean, like up near 70 degrees. And then this afternoon, man, the temperatures have been plummeting all afternoon, all evening. Been kind of one of those days. I try to figure out where I'm not. All right, folks, I'm having to catch up while we're online. That's what's going on for anyone just now showing up wondering, okay, where's the auction? What are we doing? I'm trying to catch up and trying to get moving, get motivated, get us into something where we can actually get somewhere. Making sure that we've got images. Got some interesting stuff tonight. Here in just a couple of minutes, I'm going to be uploading all of it. Hope everybody's having a great week, getting a good start to it. I know mine started off pretty well. I mean, I'm doing okay. I'm just running a little late because of my computer issues. When I have computer issues, boy, I pick a walloper. I really get good ones. I hope this is all correct information. I think it is. I've been working so hard to get this done. I've not really been cross checking myself and making sure I got everything straight. I'm almost there. Almost. Clicking my way through. Clicking my way back. I don't know. I have absolute. Okay. Big audience out there tonight. I really appreciate that. Tell you what. We will be going through every lot we have tonight. Just that we don't have images for all of them right now. Jets flying overhead. The window is open because it's been so warm out there today. It was 79 degrees inside my office. I was about to choke to death on the heat. So I opened the window to try to get a little bit of fresh air in here, and suddenly it started getting cold on me. Now it's starting to get chilly in here. But I'm okay with that. We can operate that way until we some sort of an intermission or something so I can shut my window and get my little fireplace turned on. Get back to the cozies of December. What is going on out there with the weather? That's just something else. Okay, I'm going to be saving a couple of blank images in here just because we are going to go through lots. It's just a matter of not having images for prepped. Almost there. Got 3 left. Ready to go. Found that there were a few coins that I had. I mean, if everything else wasn't working well enough, I found out that there were a few coins that I was going to try to sell tonight that I no longer have. Couldn't find them. So I had already done slides for them on photos that I probably took a year ago. And as it turned out, coins are no longer in inventory, and I have absolutely no idea exactly where they ended up. Okay, now we have images. Get them all uploaded. I have them all in place. And then I will build a quick slideshow here. And then I'll be back with you guys. Right now, can't do much of anything. Can't see you guys. So, make it so that you can see me. And then we'll get started with slideshow started. I hope this works. Good. Me too. Take it off of automatic, or otherwise it starts showing the slideshow. I don't want to do that. Another one. Never had to work this fast to get this done, so I hope I'm doing it right. Nothing like being put under the gun to get things done quickly, right? Yeah, let me get my settings set up on this so that they will work properly. Okay, now let me grab my chat real quick so I can see what's going on out there in YouTube land. Holy moly, we got 50 people watching. Hello, people. Oh, let's see. And I tell you what, I am so sorry. So sorry, but I'm here now. I'm here. Hey, Stonecutter. There is a list. Let me check and see what it looks like. I haven't even looked at it. Says we've got 10 lots, but we've got a lot more than 10. You can actually go out there and look at them. The last 4 or 5 or so don't have any images. But we will show those coins live on camera, so that won't be a problem. They are really nice coins, so you do definitely want to wait to the end. Get all the way to the end of the auction tonight. It is December 17th. We do have 30 lots, not 10. And let's see. I can get that updated. There. Now, I should show that you've got 30 lots available this evening. And so, shut down my Facebook because I got people. Shut down Facebook. That down here. All right, folks. We're good to go now. Let's go ahead and get started because we're only 17 minutes late. I mean, really. Was there a problem? Oh, wait. Let's see. Oh, come on. Really? Okay. I gotta get rid of the noise here. Can't deal with the noise. All right. Find a way to get that situated. I gotta figure out what I'm doing here real quick. Got things covered up that shouldn't be covered. Give me just a minute. Okay. There we go. First lot. First lot up for auction tonight. Got a 1921S Lincoln Cent. This one's really nice. It's got very light wear on it. And I'm sorry, Jess. I got to get this set up for you here real quick because I forgot to do this part. Hang on, folks. Oh, we're... Oh. All right. We're not ready. Hang on. Or we can go ahead and get bidding on this, and I'll get other things started up here. That Victoria, $19. Victoria's at $19. Let's see. Trying to get things started up here the right way. There we go. Something is not going on right here. Oh, in the wrong auction. How'd that happen? Victoria's got a 21 bid on there. $21 bid for a 1921. In here. Okay, Jess, you've got your lot of announcements in there now. I forgot to put those in there before. Now they're in there. Let's see. Hide all of this. Okay, we're ready to go. Sorry. Okay. We're sold to Victoria for $21. I appreciate you guys being patient with me. It's been a rough day. Here we go. There is lot number 2, a 1913S. Now this one has a couple of spots on it, but it is a nice mid-grade circulated coin, and this is one of the toughest issues to come by in this type of grade. For the early Lincolns, let's start this one off. Well, Stonecutter starts us off at $15, so we've got a $15 bid on this one. Hey, Jim Fletcher. Sissy Atwell, thank you. Wow, I can't believe how far the temperature's gone down in just a couple of hours. I went outside without a jacket on a couple of hours ago. I wouldn't dare go out without a coat on now. Okay, we got Jeremy Johnson in at $16 and Deanne at $16. Chuck Patillo comes in at $17 bid. Hello, Chuck. I'll say hi to everyone as I see them come in, come around, say hi. Stonecutter with an $18 bid. And Deanne with $19. This is lot 2. Auction number 22. The 1913S, light to moderate wear. 1913S Lincoln cent. Stonecutter has a $20 bid on this one. Yeah, exactly. And you're in Georgia, so you have to be getting the weather just before me. Stonecutter, $20. We see 21. Got 20 looking for 21. Yeah, it'd be nice to have no storms here, huh? We haven't had any storms. We've had maybe just a little bit of rain, but not been bad. It's just been one of those difficult days to deal with here. Deanne at 21. Jeremy Johnson comes in at 22. Stonecutter at 25. Benjamin Marler, grandpa this weekend. Does that mean that you became a grandpa this past weekend, or you will be grandpa this weekend? What does that mean? Are congratulations in order? Cooled off in Atlanta around 3:30. Okay. Well, it's definitely headed for us. I tell you what, it's getting windy out there. Wind changed over to the north. Rain most of the morning. And then most of the day it was close to 70 degrees outside today. It was an absolutely gorgeous day for temperature. So Stonecutter's got a $25 bid on this 1913S. We're going twice. Going twice at Stonecutter at 25, looking for 26. Stonecutter 25. Sold to Stonecutter at $25. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, okay, Dana, I don't need that. For sure, no snow here. We just don't need it. Hey, next item up for bids is it's going to be auction number 22, lot number 3. We have an 18D, a 1918D. Now, this one is a very fine coin. However, the reverse is soft. The soft reverse on this. Aha. Okay, I get it. So D. Reese comes in with a $5 bid on this 1918D. Now, if you look at the obverse, now this is one of those things about grading these early Lincolns. If you'll notice on the reverse and see how soft the E pluribus unum is, and the fact that you have very little detail on the wheat hairs, and the wheat lines, and the wheat grains. And you look on the obverse of this one, you get a pretty sharp-looking coin. You've got a coin that's a nice higher-end, very fine coin, possibly even extremely fine. But you look at the reverse. If you were to just grade this by the reverse, you'd probably grade it VG or maybe even fine. But that's because the reverse die was weak. And so the reverse die was weak. That doesn't make it a lower grade coin. That just makes it a weaker strike on the reverse. Or actually just makes it a weaker design on the reverse. The strike is nice and strong. There's nothing wrong with the strike. It was the design and the die that was beginning to have its issues. Let's say it needed to be retired. So we got D. Reese at $5. We're going once at D. Reese at $5, looking for $5.50. Stonecutter gives us a $5.50 bid. Got Stonecutter at $5.50 now. That means everybody near you gets to listen. Nothing like that. Hey, you might teach some people up there, some Hoosiers, how to collect coins. What do you think? D. Reese comes in at $6. Got D. Reese at a $6 bid. Stonecutter comes in at $7, looking for $7.50. Got a $7 bid. Now we got an $8 bid with D. Reese. Yeah, these 1918Ds are not that easy to find. Actually, kind of a difficult little pest to find sometimes these things can be. So what's the name of the store where we're shopping? D. Reese comes in with a $9 bid. So what's the name of the store where we're shopping, Cent Hoarder? Inquiring minds want to know. 18D. What do we have on 18D here? 18D. 1918D and extremely fine's a $15 coin. I don't know that this one will grade extremely fine, but it's close. I'll tell you, it's pretty close to that. It's Walmart? Ah, okay. Attention Walmart shoppers. In the ice cream aisle, we have my favorite flavor of ice cream, black cherry. Go grab you some, then tune in to Coppercoins.com or YouTube/C/Coppercoins.com to listen in on this auction with the gentleman who's carrying the phone. All right, we're going twice and sold to Jeremy Johnson at $10. I appreciate it, Jeremy. Thank you very much. Congratulations, and thank you guys for your bids. Let me move us on to the next item. Here's lot number 4. Lot number 4 is a nice 1918S to go with your 18D. This one's got a nicer reverse design. It's a little younger, I would say, a little sharper. And the coin itself is a nice, inexpensive album starter. It's a good start for a 1918S. I'm going to start this one off at $4 and get you a $4 bid out there. Anybody got a $4 bid? Oh, Jeremy starts us at 10. Okay. Well, we got to start at 10. Any of you Walmart shoppers want to bid on this at 10.5? Got 10, looking for 10.5? I should probably stop saying. Let's just say Wally World shoppers. How about that? We could just call them Wally World shoppers. Stonecutter comes in with a $14 bid, and then Jeremy Johnson at $15. Got Jeremy Johnson at $15. Hey, you're right about that. The grades definitely do start popping. Stonecutter $17. And Jeremy comes in at $18. Your dad always said Wally World? That's cool. What kind of shop, Sissy? Is it a different shop than the one you go to in Cartersville? We talking about a coin shop? I haven't seen the rest of your conversation. I'm butting in. I didn't know you live in Florida. Aha. Okay, I see what this is all about now. Okay, I get it. Looking for a better coin shop to go to. That's been sold to Jeremy Johnson for $18. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you for all your bids. Let me move us on to the next item. Next item is going to be a 1925S. Now, this is a nice coin. This thing is just a couple of shades off of uncirculated. It's probably a nice, extremely fine coin. We're going to start this one off at $9. Start the bidding on this 1925 San Francisco Lincoln Cent at $9. Have just a little bit of softness in the strike on the obverse, but the reverse is, man, that's just hammered. That's beautiful. All right, Stonecutter, we got a $9 start with that. Hello, kid, did okay? Jeremy Johnson comes in at $10. $10 bid with Jeremy Johnson, looking for 10.5. Got a $10 bid looking for 10.5. Wally Weird, the people of Wally World. I told my wife that Santa hat I was going to wear it to Wally World and get people to take pictures of me and put me on that website. She said that wouldn't happen unless I was just in my underwear. I said, but you never know. People might just want to throw a blanket on me or something. Stonecutter has a $12 bid in on this 1925S Lincoln Cent. It does have just a shade of luster left over. It has a touch of wear on the cheek and above the ear. Maybe a little bit on the vest. A couple in the upper wheat grains. A couple of little small areas of slight flatness going on up there. But otherwise, you got a really nice, sharp coin. Okay, folks, I'm turning into a popsicle. I'm going to have to shut things down here. Had my ceiling fan on. Good Lord, I can't believe how fast it got cold. All right, here we go. Jeremy Johnson says, damn, Stone Chopper, I'm out. All right, Stonecutter's got a $17 bid on this one. He really lit that one up. Going twice at $17 and sold. So Stonecutter, $17. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Dowdle. Next item we have. Now check this out. This is a 1960 proof set. 1960 proof set, and it's still sealed. Nobody knows what's inside. The only thing is you got the Treasury Department envelope, and down in the bottom, it says 1960 PC. That's what tells us that's a proof set. We have a 1960 proof set. This thing is sealed. It could have small date, could have small date over large date, could have large date over small date. It could have cameos. It could have very high-grade coins in it. We have no idea what's in this. Jeremy Johnson currently has high bid at $50. Got a lot of people in on bidding on this one. We got Jeremy Johnson with a high bid of $50 currently. And Hurlstormer comes in at $53. And Stonecutter at $56. Jeremy Johnson, they're quickly leaving you in the dust. Got a $53 bid, then a $56 bid. Mr. Dowdle's got his hot toddy going in out of the snow, coming in out of the snow to do some bidding tonight. Steve looking for silver is $1 short. Your lag is slower than a 3-day-old itch. I'm sorry, Robert. You come in out of the woods. Stonecutter gives us a $60 bid. All I can say is put yourselves on live chat and refresh often. Do the best you can to refresh often. We got Hurlstormer at a $62 bid. Hawkeye at $57. Steve looking for silver has a $57 bid. Hawkeye with a $57 bid. Stonecutter with a $60 bid. And Hurlstormer has the high bid of $62. And then Stonecutter comes back in with a $65 bid. Steve looking for silver at $65. Yeah, these 1960 proof sets, you never know what you're going to get. You're only here to observe so your boss don't count. Okay. Hurlstormer bid 70. All right, I've put in the stop bidding notice. Got everybody to stop bidding, and here's why. I have a grand total of 2 of these. I'm going to offer them to my 2 highest bidders. Who would that be right now? Let's see. We got Hurlstormer at 70. That'd be a 60 proof small date there, Robert. This isn't a mint set. This is a proof set. Could get a 60 small date proof out of this. Let's see. It looks like we've got Stonecutter, Steve looking for silver, both at 65. And then Hurlstormer at 70. Well, that could cause us a little bit of an issue. Let's see. Hey, Robert. Well, I have 2 sets. That's all I've got. I've got a total of 2 of these, and I can offer them to 2 people. And I'm going to start with Hurlstormer. I'm going to sell them at 60. So Hurlstormer, if you want yours at 60, let's go ahead and see if you want that at 60. You've got a $70 bid out there. Okay, Hurlstormer, take one at 60. The best I can do between Stonecutter and Steve looking for silver is offered it to Stonecutter at 60 because his bid was first. His bid was before Steve looking for silver got his bid in there. So, Mr. Dowdle, do you want it at 60? Flip a coin between you and Steve? Okay. I think you can trust me to flip a coin. I got a quarter right here. I'll flip the quarter. All right, Mr. Dowdle, you go ahead and call it, and I'll flip it. You were the first bidder. Tell me what side you want, and I'll go ahead and flip the coin after that. Stonecutter calls heads. That actually didn't even flip. Let me get it to flip. There we go. Well, it still landed on the same side. It's on tails. There it is, on tails. So, Steve looking for silver will get that. If he wants it. He called heads twice now. It was on tails. Landed my quarter on tails. So, Steve looking for silver, would you like to buy this at $60? Yes. Okay. So you'll get this one at 60. James, if I find another one, I'll make sure that I get you a great one. I'll get you a good deal on it, okay? I know a guy who may have some more, and we'll just talk. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. All right, so we've got Earl Stormer and Steve looking for silver on these at 60 each. All right, next item. 1926S. This is one of the semi-keys of the 1920s. It's one of the difficult coins to find. It's quickly catching up to the 1924D as one of the coins that's, I'm going to say, one of the semi-keys, one of the harder coins to find. Now, this one is a nice, very fine coin, and we're starting it off at $12. Starting it off at only $12. This is 22007. This is auction 22, lot number 7. 1926S, Lincoln Cent. Starting at $12, we've got Joe McBride in at 17. Joe McBride starts this one at 17. Thank you, sir. Things are starting to really go up in value, too. I remember no more than about 15, 20 years ago, I could get one of these in very fine for like $6, $5 or $6. And now a very fine is up to $7.5, $8. Extremely fine's a $25 coin. And this one is a very fine plus. Got Stonecutter with an $18 bid. Kind of spending some of that $60 milk money he had. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to flip between two men. Get a good coin toss going. That's a good way to settle a dispute. I'd rather do that than have you get out on the floor and fight each other. All right, Joe McBride comes in with a $19 bid. Joe McBride is currently the high bidder at $19. 1926S also is one of those. Now, this coin doesn't necessarily apply, but if you think about 1926S across the board, 1926S is one of those issues where if you happen to get one that's a really nice reg coin in high grade, you ever seen the values for those? MS65 reg can go for almost $100,000. The Rare Market Report PCGS put out, yes, Lincolns are definitely on fire. They're the one thing where everybody wants to be right now. So Stonecutter gives us a $20 bid. Stonecutter comes in at 20. Going once to Stonecutter at $20. Going twice to Stonecutter at $20. Joe McBride says he's out. And this one will be sold to Stonecutter at $20. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your bids. Just a little bit of woodiness on this one, but wait until we get a little further along. We've got a woody coming up that you're going to like. Now, here we go. Here's a 1922D. Now, this is one of the coins that is actually seen as one of the semi-keys of the early set simply because, well, that 1922 plain debacle that we ended up with made the 1922Ds a little more popular. And tell you what, they're not very highly minted. There's not a whole lot of them out there, and they're kind of tough to get in this condition. Chuck Patilla gets a start off at $26 on this one. Sissy Atwell comes in at the minimum bid, but Chuck Patilla is our high bidder at $26. Todd Carmen hits it at $25 just a moment late. Stonecutter at $35. Gonna have trouble catching up with that one. That's $35 Stonecutter. Jeff Stanley bids $28 and Sissy Atwell at $30. But Stonecutter's $35, Sissy Atwell's at $38. Sissy Atwell bids $38. This is one of those issues that is always difficult to find. Generally, when you buy an early set that's not a full set, you end up with this hole being one of the 5 or 6 holes that's usually empty in the set. Stonecutter comes in at $39, wants to make sure he gets this one, and Sissy Atwell comes right behind him at $40. So Sissy Atwell is currently our high bidder at $40. This thing's always a little bit difficult to find. Always a little bit difficult. I don't know why, but they're always a little bit difficult to find. And when you do find them, a lot of times they're in good, very good condition. They're not in this kind of shape. Sissy Atwell at $40. Let's count it down. Stonecutter stepping out. Hey, Cajun. Going once to Stonecutter. I told Sissy Atwell at $40. Going twice to Sissy Atwell at $40. All in, all done. And this one sold to Sissy Atwell at $40. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your bids. Moving right along. Now, I didn't see the marks on the reverse on this coin before I priced it and put it up here. So we're actually going to start a lot lower than the 17 that I've got up there. We've got a $17 starting bid on this, but that's when I thought it was a good, nice, very fine coin. But we got a very fine coin with some reverse damage. We're going to start this one at $9. But we start a 1915S at $9. 1915S. You don't find 1915Ss for $9, folks. $9 is a really cheap price to get this one started. Deanne gives us a $9 bid. Yeah, 1915S, good condition is $11.50. Intellectual Instigator bids $11 on this one, and Hidden Numismatist comes in at $11, right behind him. You guys are really going to like what we've got coming up on the 1st of January. That's going to be our next auction. It's going to be on New Year's Day. It's going to start at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. At 3 p.m. Eastern Time, every single lot will start at $1. I'm going to have a lot of stuff exactly like what we're running right now, what we're looking at right now. We're going to have a lot of other stuff like this. 10, 15, 20, 25, $50 coins all starting at $1 a piece. There's even going to be a 1914D in this auction. Hidden Numismatist currently has the bid $11. You're bidding less than good value on a coin that is technically very fine with some damage. Now, very fine grade on this would bring $27. Yeah, Intellectual Instigator, you'll need to send us an email at coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Let us know your YouTube screen name, which is Intellectual Instigator. Give us your real name and the PayPal address where we can send you an invoice if you win a bid. Because right now, we don't have any idea how to send you an invoice, and that's how we get paid, is by sending PayPal invoices. Blue Hunts Coins turns in $12 bid. Todd Carmen with a $13 bid. Blue Hunts Coins comes in at $14. $14, and we're finally almost up to VG value on this. Almost up to VG. Hey, Frank. Todd Carmen bids $15 to keep this one rolling. Cajun, at some point, I need to discuss a couple of things with you if we have a chance. I'd like to talk with you. Perhaps if you happen to be up after this auction is over, I'll contact you that way. We're going once to Todd Carmen at $15. 1915 at $15. Going twice to Todd Carmen at $15, looking for $15.5. 15 looking for $15.5, sold to Todd Carmen at $15. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let me move us on to the next item. Well, here we go. We're going to start doing this during the auction instead of after the auction. This is Coin Roll Hunting. Roll Reveal number 40. This is 1960D. It's an original Louisville Fed roll. It's an original roll from the Federal Reserve Bank of Louisville, branch of St. Louis. And we're going to do these spots at $1.75. Don't get going on this until I actually tell you that it's okay to go. We're going to do $1.75. Now, don't get on this already because I have to give you guys a good start. Yeah, we have to be started all at the same time now, so type your numbers back in and get ready. We got a $1.75 each, limit 3 per person. So limit 3 per person. 3 is as many as you can buy. We're going to go now. $1.75, limit 3 per person. Adam Chambers, Jeremy Johnson. See, you guys are putting 5s in there. Oh boy. I think we've got a full roll worth now. Jeremy Johnson, let's see. Adam Chambers, Jeremy Johnson, Levels of Madness, Midnight Silver Run, Joe McBride, Chuck Patillo, Taco John, Chris Fines, Jim Fletcher, Stonecutter, Dana Boyleave, Steve Elliott, Scent Hoarder, Todd Carmen. And that may be about all we've got. We'll have to see how far we can get down the list with that. And I'll continue if we can. We're up to Chris Vines now. Taco John, let's see, we've got Adam Chambers, Jeremy Johnson, Levels of Madness, Midnight Silver Run, Joe McBride, Chuck Patillo, Taco John, Chris Vines, Jim Fletcher, James Dowdle. Like Dana will get in on this one. Steve Elliott, Scent Hoarder. Let's see, that makes 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. Jeremy Johnson will be our last name in on this roll. Nope, Jeremy Johnson's already got in on this one. It will be New Marshall. New Marshall will be the last name in here. Don't recopy Jeremy Johnson. He's in there already. He just wanted to make sure we heard him, so he said it again. I need to hire somebody to help me. I need another hand. I just wish I could. Gotta figure out how to get somebody hired. Gotta figure out how to do that. All right. Let me check on that email for Intellectual Instigator while any parent finishes up the list. Make sure we got something from Intellectual Instigator here. There we go. Don't have you yet, Intellectual Instigator, but it should be coming in pretty soon, I think. Sometimes our servers get a little bit slow. I've got the last one that I've got in here is from 849. Let's see. Nope. Don't have you yet. Midnight Silver Run, hunting out Kennedys. Found himself a Benji, 1954. Awesome. Jeremy says he'll work for pennies. Todd would relocate. East, yeah, it's east. Not east on I-20. but I'm east. I watch Oak Island after I'm done with the auction. You do volunteer vacations? I could probably get a dozen people in here to help me out temporarily. I'm looking for someone who I can hire. I'd love to be able to hire someone. I just don't really know quite how to do it and whether or not I can really afford it. I need to be able to afford it a little bit more than, a week or 2 weeks worth. I need to be able to do this more long term, actually. Let's see. We got everybody caught up on there? Let's see. We do. New Marshall ends up with one spot in this role. So Steve Elliott, Sint Horder, Todd Carmen, Deanne H., Jim Fletcher, Benjamin Marler, and then New Marshall. Then before him was Dana James Dowdle, Jim Fletcher, Chris Vines, Taco John, Chuck Patillo, Joe McBride, Midnight Silver Run, Levels of Madness, Jeremy Johnson, and Adam Chambers. I appreciate it, folks. Thank you very much for getting involved in this. New Marshall is the last person in our list who was actually able to get a spot in this role, so everyone below New Marshall is going to have to wait until the next time. And in case, in the event that you don't know who that would be, James Worley, Dell's Treasures, Wild Bill, D. Reese, Hurlstormer, Blue Hunt's Coins, Steve Looking for Silver, Dana, you already got in, Hawkeye, Bulldogs, Scent Hoarder. You guys might already be in on the list earlier, but I'm just reading the names down. Anybody after that? We're not going to be able to get you in on this roll. So there we go. I've got to come back down to the bottom here. Boy, you guys are really on it tonight. About 100 messages after the last message I put in. All right, folks, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next item. We've got a 1961 U.S. Mint proof set. It's still sealed. Still sealed in the original envelope. 1961 proof set. We're starting this one off at $27. Victoria gives us a bid at $27. Thank you very much for getting that started. And Hurlstorm throws $40 right out there on the table. He says, I'll take it. Thank you very much. And Stonecutter and Joe McBride don't cut the mustard with that one. And New Marshall is only at $40. So we still got Hurlstormer, $40 high bid. Sissy Atwell bids $35. Hurlstormer still our high bidder at $40. Jeremy Johnson comes in and bids $41. Stonecutter at $45, Hurlstormer at $50, Jeremy Johnson comes in at $60. This is for one 1961 U.S. Mint proof set that's still sealed in the original envelope. Hurlstormer at $65 and Jeremy Johnson at $70. Stonecutter, are you stepping out or are you backing out very carefully? You might get stepped on. Hurlstormer at $65, Jeremy Johnson at $70. $70 is our current high bid. Scent Hoarder, Brady is not feeling very well this evening. He is out for the evening. Got that cold weather thing in Iowa and a little bit of a sinus issue. Hurlstormer at $75. We have a original sealed 1961 proof set. And Hurlstormer's high bid at $75. I'll tell you what, we're pretty clear cut on 2 bidders here. I've got 2 sets. I've got 2 of these. Getting stepped on hard. I'm going to let these go at $60 to our 2 high bidders, Hurlstormer and Jeremy Johnson, if you so choose. At $60, you guys can each have one. Hurlstormer and Jeremy Johnson, let me know. Hurlstormer says yes, sir. Jeremy, how about you at 60? Talking about original sealed 1961 proof set. You already got a $70 bid in there. I'm offering it at $60. You'll take it too. So Hurlstormer gets one and Jeremy Johnson gets the other at $60 a piece. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for your bids, and we're going to move on to the next item. If I can do this nice and carefully. There we go. I did that for the first time. I changed slideshows and you didn't even notice it until I said something. Actually, you will notice it because now I'm moving it. What is the problem? Okay, that was the problem. All right, there we go. Move it over just a little bit so everybody can see it a little bit better. We've got auction number 22, lot number 11. We've got a 1928S Lincoln Cent with RPM number 3. Now, the RPMs in this particular set are actually kind of difficult to find. And this one is a lower end, very fine, but still a very fine coin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plop this one up underneath the scope here so you guys can see what this RPM looks like. Don't make any decisions until you get a chance to see it. Here we go. This is what the coin looks like. See that large hook up above the mint mark? That's the top part of another S. That's the top part of another large S. We currently have Jim Fletcher at $13 for the high bid on this one. Paul Hampton comes in at 20, Stonecutter with 18, follows up a little bit late. Stonecutter at 22, corrects that bid, now he's high bidder. Stonecutter with a current high bid of $22. There's a look at the whole coin again. And Paul Hampton currently has our high bid at $26. Here's a picture of just the mint mark. And you can see if you look on the right side of your screen, that's the upper part of the mint mark up toward the date. You'll see it does have some machine doubling on the bottom of the mint mark, which is rather common for these. But you can see that nice clear hook coming up out of the top of the mint mark. Stonecutter's got our high bid of $27 at present. That's right, Penny Parent. Amber has come out with some really nice new designs for the Coppercoins t-shirts. All you have to do is go to coinsandcreations.com. Take a look over there and order yours, especially if you're going to the fun show. If you're going to be going to the fun show in Orlando in January, and I happen to be walking around at the show, which I will be there, and I see you wearing a Coppercoins t-shirt, I'm going to give you a special prize. You're going to get special prizes just for wearing Coppercoins t-shirts to the show. Stonecutter gets this one at $27. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your bid, sir. Moving on to the next item. We have a 1932 Lincoln Cent with very little wear. This one does have some pretty nice luster remaining, although it does have some cheek wear, has a few spots on it. Let me start this one at $10. I'm going to start this one at $10. Let's get this one started at $10. I'm sorry, $6. That 19 is not correct, folks. Let's start this one at $6. Don't pay attention to the 19. This one starts at $6. All right, D. Reese comes in with a $6 bid. Okay, Intellectual Instigator, I see. Made an error the first time, and now you're going to be sending another email. I got it. No problem. I'm going to go check. Take a look for that real quick because I already do have that open. I do have bid registry for you, sir. I appreciate it. And Intellectual Instigator is now registered to bid. All right, Jeff Stanley comes in at a $10 bid. That's our current high bid. Going once to Jeff Stanley, the current high bid of $10. Going twice to Jeff Stanley, looking for $10.50. Looking for 10.5. Going twice, all in, all done. Stonecutter bids $12 before Penny Parent can get the sold out there. So Stonecutter has a current high bid of $12. Stonecutter's $12 bid is the current high bid. Looking for 12.5. I appreciate that, Scent Hoarder. Chainsaw to open your package. I just don't want the post office to be able to damage the goods before they get to you. And boy, I tell you, there's been enough times that I've seen packages that the post office just played soccer with. I mean, they kick those things around like you wouldn't believe. We're sold to Stonecutter at $12. Stonecutter is currently on $12 on this one, and I appreciate your bid. Thank you, sir. I'll move on to the next item. This is a 1933D Lincoln Cent. It's got light to moderate wear on it. It's a VF coin. It does have some spots. I'm going to start this one at $3 now. 1933D is one of the more difficult ones to come up with. It was slap full, wasn't it, Stonecutter? We've got D. Reese with a $6 bid. Intellectual Instigator comes in with a $6 bid, and then Sissy Outwell wipes them both out with an $8 bid. D. Reese comes back in with $10. You're bidding on a 1933D Lincoln Cent in fine to very fine condition. Got light to moderate wear on it. Has a few little slick spots on it. Paul Hampton bids 11, then D. Reese comes back with 12. And Bingo Brian didn't even show up today. Steven, I will be, let's see. Let me check on your package and see what happened. I will be sending you an email as soon as this is over to let you know what's going on. I've sent out a lot of packages, but not all of them have been sent yet. I've sent almost 100 packages this week. Paul Hampton at $12.50, and Jim Fletcher comes in just a bit late at $12, so Paul Hampton has our current high bidder at $12.50. Steve, I'm kind of sure that I sent you your package, but I'll have to look and let you know for sure. Sissy Atwell at $13. Sissy Atwell comes in with a $13 bid. In toward the end, we got the lucky number 13 out there, 13.5. Paul Hampton, 13.5, looking for 14. Paul Hampton at 13.5, looking for 14. Midnight Silver Run, did you actually, did you do a package opening video? I'll have to watch that if you did. Yeah, folks, I just want to let you guys know, and especially those who haven't ordered from me before, I have recently spent close to $400 just on packing material. And it's cardboard bubble mailers. I have a food saver. I vacuum seal the rolls every time I send them out. I mean, the stuff that I have packaged, it literally takes effort to get a package unpacked from me. And that's why I want to make sure everybody knows that you're not going to get just a bunch of stuff tossed in a box. That's the way I've gotten it for years, and it just irks me when I do that, when I pay for something, and somebody just tosses it in a box and sends it to me. I prefer for people to know that I'm taking care of their stuff. Paul Hampton is at $16, and that's why it does take me a little bit longer to get stuff out sometimes. All right, Paul Hampton's the winner at $16. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Moving on to our next item. This is lot number 14, 1962 proof set. Still sealed in the original envelope. 1962 proof set, still sealed in the original envelope. I'm going to start this one off at $25. Steve Looking for Silver comes in at $30 and Joe McBride at $36. This is still sealed, folks. Nobody's seen this set since it left the mint. Last person to view the coins in this set was a Philadelphia mint worker in 1962. Steve Looking for Silver comes in with a $38 bid, and then Hurlstormer comes in at $50. Thank you, Hawkeye. Jim Fletcher, if you want me to seal something for you, just send it to me. I'll seal it and I'll send it back to you. No big deal. You've bought things from me. Next time I get you a package that you have purchased, I will send you your items back sealed for you. Vacuum sealed, none less. Scent Hoarder gave us a $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Scent Hoarder. I appreciate that very much. Did you advertise to all the Walmart people? I'm sure you're not still there, right? Steve Looking for Silver gives us a $55 bid, and then Hurlstormer fights back at $60. So we've got Steve Looking for Silver and Hurlstormer fighting each other for this item. 1962 proof set. 1962 is the year where you've got a number of double dies on the Lincoln cent. Number of double dies, especially on the reverse of the nickels. 1962 comes with nice double dies on the dime. There are even a few on the quarter. I'm not familiar with very much about the half dollar. The half dollar, this would be second to the last Franklin half dollar issue. Aha. Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to look at it. I'll have to watch that. I appreciate that Midnight Silver run. So Hurlstormer is currently high bid at $60. We're going once. Yes, they do have Benjamin in it. That's a 1962. 64 would be the first set with Kennedy's. So we're sold to Hurlstormer at $60, but let me tell you what. I'm feeling especially Santa Claus-ish today. I think for Steve and for Hurlstormer, I will offer them at $45. What do you think about that? Hurlstormer gets it at $45. Steve Looking for Silver will get it at $45. What do you guys think? All right, Hurlstormer takes it at $45. So does Steve Looking for Silver. $45. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for your bids. And we'll move on. Here's a 1935 S. This is a near full detail coin. It's a nice AU coin. It's got nice luster on it. It is a solid brown coin. It does have just a kind of little hint of red here and there. The wear is actually difficult to detect, but it is there. So I'm not going to sell this as an uncirculated coin, even though it looks like one. We're going to start it at $4. An uncirculated coin was started around $10. This one's going to start at $4. Anybody have a 1935 S hole they need to fill in an album? This is a perfect album filler to get you started. On the earlier set, Chuck Patilla bids $5 on this one to get it started. Thank you, Chuck. In Intellectual Instigator comes in with a $4 bid, and then Deanne comes in at $6. Intellectual Instigator falls in at $6. I'm going to call you II. Because Intellectual Instigator is too difficult for me to say, even when I'm trilling my R's. Paul Hampton comes in at $8. We need an $8.50 bid. Jeff Dunn, you are lagging, sir. You probably need to refresh your browser and come back in. Hidden Numismatist comes in at a $9 bid. $9 bid on a 1935S Lincoln Cent. Paul Hampton at 10. Paul Hampton comes in with a $10 bid. And Paul Hampton is the high bidder at $10. We're looking for 10.5. Hear me ruffling around here on the desk, getting my pen stuff out. Everybody knows something's going on, right? I tell you what, folks. I'm going to be very Santa Claus-ish about this. We're going to stop the bidding. Stop the bidding right now. And we will do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 6 of these. I'll just stick with I'll stick with $5 to the 6 highest bidders. To the 6 highest bidders. I'm going to go make you some more lines, Penny Parent. Here we got 6 of them in there. They're going to be $5 a piece. We'll offer them to the highest bidders first, going down the line. They will be very similar to the coin I've got here. Hello, Rick. So Paul Hampton will get the first one because he was the winner. So he'll get one at 6. I'm sorry, 5. $5. Paul Hampton, Hidden Numismatist will get one at $5. Intellectual Instigator will get one at $5. Jeff Dunn will get one at $5. And then we have Deanne and Chuck Patillo. Did that get everybody? That's all of our bidders, isn't it? Oh, interesting. I didn't even look at that before. We got Hidden in there. We got Jeff Dunn, Paul Hampton, Intellectual Instigator, Deanne, and Chuck Patillo. Jeff Dunn, Deanne, and Chuck. So there we go. You guys will get one at $5 a piece. They're going to be very similar to this coin. My high bidder, Paul Hampton, will get the coin in the photograph. And then everyone else will get coins that are very similar to that in grade. All right. Next lot. This one's exciting. Here's a Woody. Now this one right here, this almost looks like one of those polished walnut or teak tables that has the really beautiful wood grain, almost like a bird's eye type wood grain going right through it. Oh, this is sweet. Yep, Coin Dragon sits up in his chair. Straight up, bolt straight up and start bidding there, brother. He's got a $15 bid, and there's a high bidder. I knew he would want to bid high on this one. Mantic comes in at $18. Hello, Mantic. How you doing today? Mantic at $18. Cent Order comes in at $20. Stonecutter at $20. So Cent Order is our current bidder. Mantic at $21. Chuck Patillo at $25. Coin Dragon is just itching in his seat to bid. Stonecutter bids $28. 28's our current high bidder. Cent Hoarder is out. JC Will, it's been raining here too. I tell you, Mantic bids 29. Mantic's $29 bid is our high bid right now. And Chuck Patillo comes in at $30. Sorry, Coin Dragon. Got other people with fatter wallets for this one than you, I guess, today. Sorry, Frank, we'll find you something sometime. Mantic's out. Chuck Patillo at $30 going once. Chuck Patillo. Nice wood. Now, imagine what the people at Wally World would think if you're walking around with a phone and some guy selling a Woody. And you got a $30 bid on a Woody. Just thinking about it. Going twice, all in, all done. Chuck Patillo's $30 bid. We need a $31 bid to keep it going. And sold to Chuck Patillo at $30. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. They will slip away quickly, folks. They will slip away quickly. Here we go. This is a 1940S Lincoln Cent right here. But the good part about this one, the really interesting part about this one, is that this happens to be a really nice RPM. I'll try to find this one again. What did I do with it? Let me find the coin so I can show you the RPM. But this is a really nice gem RPM for a 1940S. Are you kidding me? 1940S is really hard to find in gem to begin with. And then you get one that's got a really nice RPM on it. That's like sick, folks. I'm not presently locating this coin. I know I had it over here. Here it is. I found it. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right. Let's get this one up under here so that we can see the beautiful repunchment mark. That is RPM number 7 for 1940S. Let me zoom out on it so it makes it easy to see, and then I'll flip it over to that camera. There we go. How about that, folks? That loop toward the southeast is your secondary mint mark right there. Beautiful repunch mint mark. Really easy to see. A nice, high grade, clean looking coin. And you got a spot. Sorry, I didn't see the spot up there, but you do have a spot. Beautiful die crack running right across there as one of your primary markers. Huge die crack. There you go. Now, let me zoom in on it and show you just how pretty that mint mark can be. There it is, right there. That's 1940S, RPM number 7, folks. 1940S, RPM number 7. This is better than TV. Yeah, I could watch it more than I could watch TV. There's a lot of TV that's just not worth it. A lot of it. All right, we're going once with Hawkeye at $37. $37 is our current high bid, looking for $38. We've got Hawkeye PA at $37 going twice. All in, all done. And Hawkeye is our winner at $37. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for your bid. Get that coin out there and move this back over so we can see what's going on. And our next item, well, we had 1960, 61, 62. Now we've got 1963. This is a 1963 And for some reason, I don't have the price up there the way it should be. This is for a 1927 plain Lincoln cent. The actual start price on this is going to be $25. $25 for the actual start price on 22018, which is a 1963 proof set. The image is correct. The information is incorrect. So Chuck Patilla gives us a $25 bid. Joe McBride comes in at $35. Steve looking for silver starts it at $25. A little too late. Joe McBride's already high at $35. $35 is our present high bid. Looking for 36. We got a $35 bid looking for 36. Earl Stormer bids 40. Steve looking for silver comes in just a little late at 36 with Hurlstormer's $40 bid. $40 is the high bid. Jim Fletcher gives us a pretty little picture of something. Not exactly sure what that is. Steve looking for silver bids 36. Hey, Jim Fletcher, let me know what that picture is. There are nice double die reverses on 1963. We've already proven that because we have been through a couple of rolls of proof 1963 Lincolns and found some really cute ones. There's also a major, I do believe there's a major 1963 proof double die reverse on the Kennedy half dollar, on the Franklin half dollar, I'm sorry. The Franklin half dollar, I do believe. The hand holding money. I get it. Okay. Because I don't see color very well, and because I don't really see very well, those little tiny icons, those little, what do they call them, emojis? Very difficult for me to see. Kid did okay, says selfie. All right, we have a current high bid of $43 from Steve looking for silver. It's a $43 bid from Steve looking for silver. It's a selfie arm. Oh, okay, you're taking a picture of yourself. I get it. Not money. Je comprends. Steve looking for silver is a high bidder at $43. And Joe McBride right behind at $42. Steve looking for silver at $43 going twice. All in, all done. Sold. Steve looking for silver at $43. But I tell you what, folks, there's always a fly in the ointment when you come to my auctions. You never know what's going to happen next. I tell you what, I think we're going to do $35 a piece to the two highest bidders because I do have two of these. Steve looking for silver and Joe McBride. So both of you need to let me know that you're in at $35 and I'll sell them for $35. One Steve looking for silver and the other for Joe McBride. And they both say yes, thank you. So $35 each. Steve looking for silver and Joe McBride. These are really nice proof sets. I have no idea what's inside of them. That's part of the go for it, you know? Is that they're unknown contents. You could get cameos in there. You get a deep cameo on one of these, you got the set paid for in one coin. Easily. Here's our next item, no, that's not the right coin. What did I do here? 1950 DRPM number 2. Let me go find the coin here real quick, and then I'll pop it under the scope for you so we can take a better look at it. But this is not the right coin. I tell you what, my get ready today got up and left. I did not get very well ready for this. Okay, we have 1950 DRPM number 2. And this coin is an uncirculated red and brown. Do not pay attention to the picture. The picture is going to show you the wrong coin. Let me zoom out on this and bring it up a little. This is the actual coin. This is a 1950 DRPM number 2. We're going to start the bidding on this one at $5. $5 will start the bidding on this. Hello, silver nitrate. AGN03. Let me zoom in on this one so we can see if we can see the mint mark close. Trying to get it focused. There we go. There's what it looks like. We have a D mint mark with another D mint mark about halfway out of it toward the top. You can see both the left side and the right side. Got Sissy Atwell with $5 bid on this one. This is the correct image for this particular RPM. It's a nice RPM. It's RPM number 2 listed by Kaneka. It's also listed by Coppercoins and listed by Wexler. All three list it. And Mantic came in with a $6 bid, and Sissy Atwell follows up with a $7 bid. So that's what the RPM looks like. Not as visible from that angle, so I'll move it around to this angle and see if it comes up a little bit better. There you go. Now you can see it a little bit better. And that's a nice one. Silver nitrate got caught hitting the like button. And we got Mantic coins in with an $8 bid, and Sissy Atwell comes in at 10. Sissy Atwell at 10 says, "You're not going to outbid me." This is an uncirculated coin. Move it out just enough so that we can see the details. We've already seen the RPM. We know what that looks like now. Let's look around. We have a few spots here and there. Nothing that really deter from the RPM itself. The RPM is still very nice. Going twice for Sissy Atwell at $10 on this one. And sold to Sissy Atwell at $10. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now I'm really kind of wondering about the rest of my images and whether or not they're going to be the right ones. Obviously, I can't tell the difference between a 1950 and a 1952. I have no promises right now. Well, that's not the right coin. Okay, now this one. Wow. I was really falling down on the stump right here. This is a 1959D. It is 1959D RPM number 10. 1959D RPM number 10. This is the right picture. It is the right information, and it is the right price. It's just that the title at the bottom is incorrect. This is 1959D RPM number 10, not 1950D RPM number 2. 1959D RPM number 10 is actually very difficult to obtain. These are not easy to find. And this one is a nice gem coin with some toning on it. We started this one off at $4. Chuck Patilla gives us a $4 bid. The Mantic comes in at $5. Mantic's our current high bidder at $5, and this is what the RPM actually looks like when you get close to it. Mantic's got a $5 bid in on this one, and Paul Hampton at $6. Joe McBride comes in, follows in at $6. 1959D RPM number 10, or 1mm010. Mantic at $7, and Joe McBride comes in at $8. Have an $8 bid looking for $8.5. $8 bid looking for $8.5. And Paul bids $9. Paul Hampton comes in at a $9 bid. Job, J-O-B. We'll need you to register before you can bid. We need to get you registered before you can bid. If you're already registered, please let me know. If not, you can send your registration to coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. You can let us know your YouTube screen name, your real name, and the PayPal address where we can send you an invoice. Your PayPal email address. And then you'd be welcome to bid. Sissy Atwell comes in at a $12 bid. Registration is free. No credit check. No application fee. Just send us an email. coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Your YouTube screen name, your real name, and your PayPal email address. Like Sissy Atwell was first in at $13, and Joe McBride follows up very shortly after. And thank you to Paul Hampton for a $12.50 bid. Jim Fletcher, MS65. I'm thinking likely yes. Likely an MS65 red. Joe McBride at 14. Sissy Atwell comes in at 15. Sissy Atwell's $15 bid on this one is the current high bid. There's the RPM itself. Don't pay any attention to me. I don't know what I'm doing. Sissy Atwell at $15. $15 is our current high bid. Paul Hampton comes in at $15.50. Paul Hampton at $15.50 is our current high bidder on this scarce repunchment mark. 1959 DRPM number 10. Don't pay any attention to the title on the screen. The title on the screen is incorrect. Sissy Atwell at $16, and then Silver Nitrate comes in at a $20 bid. There you go. Good information from Jody Gomez. Inex only has 10 of these graded in MS to give you an idea how tough they are to come by. There are not many of these out there. Not many known to exist. 1959 DRPM number 10. Sissy Atwell has a current bid of $21. Sissy Atwell's $21 bid is currently the high bid. We're seeing 21 looking for 21.5. I'm sorry, 22. Seeing 21 looking for 22. There's the coin again. A really nice looking red coin with very few marks on it. Silver Nitrate should have known better than to go against Sissy Atwell. That's right. When Sissy wants it, Sissy gets it. We're going twice with Sissy Atwell at 21. Now Hawkeye comes in at 22 to challenger. Sissy Atwell, you have a challenger. Hawkeye came in at $22. And Sissy says 25. Challenge? What kind of challenge? That's not a challenge. That's just Hawkeye. Hawkeye, 22. Answered by Sissy at 25. Sissy's current high bidder at $25. Then Hawkeye answers back, 26. Hawkeye's got the current high bid of 26. We have a $26 bid looking for 27. And we get the 27 from Sissy Atwell. We got 27 looking for 28. $27 looking for 28. It's really going to come down to who has to bow out. Who has to bow out first? We got Sissy at 27, and Hawkeye comes back at 29, skipping the 28. We're looking for Sissy at $30. Hawkeye, $29 bid, looking for Sissy at 30. There's Sissy at 30. Who gives up first? Hawkeye at $29, Sissy at 30. We need a $31 bid to keep this one going. Got a bid at 30, need $1 more. Got a bid at 30, need $1 more. Hey, there we go. $31, Hawkeye. Hawkeye's $31 bid. $31 bid. And Sissy says, okay, 35. So what now? Silver Nitrate says, there it is, right there. 35. Sissy Atwell at 35. Hawkeye has to think about that one. Getting that popcorn out, that's right. We need the emojis that actually move. Because I saw an emoji gif one time of a dude eating popcorn. That was kind of cool. Hawkeye says, okay, you got it. Sissy got that one at $35. Going once. Going once to Sissy at 35, looking for 36. Going twice. All in, all done, and sold to Sissy Atwell at $35. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was a hard fight to It's a hard fight to battle on there. All right, next item. How about a 1964 U.S. Mint proof set, still sealed in the original envelope? This is the first Kennedy half dollar. You could actually get the accented hair. You could get cameos. You could get the nickel double die reverse. You could get the dime or quarter double dies. You could end up with cent double dies, and there are a number of cent double dies for 1964 proof sets. 1964 was the final proof set from Philadelphia. 1965, 6, and 7, they made special mint sets, which arguably were or were not minted in Philadelphia. We're thinking they were probably minted in San Francisco for the larger share. We actually ended up with proof sets made in San Francisco after 1967. So Sissy Paul and Stonecutter all bid $50. After Rubber Folks, $45. We're kind of sitting recharging our cannons at $50. We've got 3 bids at $50. Sissy Atwell is first, and she's in there at $50. And right now we're doing... Oh, we haven't been following that. There was Sissy Atwell at $50 looking for $55. Got a $50 bid looking for $55. Looking for $5 increments at this point. 50 to 55. Looking for 55. $50 high bid. Stonecutter's out. Hello, Steve C. Paul Hampton at 55. Paul Hampton at 55. Sissy Atwell at 50. Stonecutter at 50. We're looking at a $55 high bid, and Jeremy Johnson is wandering around over by the window saying 29, 29, 29. James Worley comes in at $60. We got a $60 bid from James Worley. Paul Hampton's 55. We got 60 looking for 65. $60 high bid looking for 65. Jeremy's still over by the window. 29, 29. Jeremy, you want to refresh, brother? Keep up with us. It was sitting in your outbox. Okay. He's over there talking to himself. Got James Worley, a $60 bid. James Worley is our high bidder at $60. Going once to James Worley at $60. Got 60 looking for 65. Wild Bill decides to throw a bid in there, $30. If you do F5, you refresh, but if you hold down Control and do F5, then you do a force refresh. That'll take out your cache, make your experience a little bit faster. You do Control F5. Sold to James Worley at $60. I tell you what, I'm going to do this. That was a hard battle fought. Paul Hampton and James Worley were 2 high bidders at 55 and 60. And what I'll do is I'll offer them at 50 apiece for Paul Hampton and James Worley. The 2 of you want it, Paul Hampton, James Worley. James Worley at 50, Paul Hampton at 50. Stay alive, use F5. Paul Hampton will take it, James Worley will take it, so 50 apiece on these. There's 2 sets. That's 22,021. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for your bids. Now we got something. This is an interesting little thing here. I've got these pieces that are from the United States Postal Service. They originally retailed at $30 a piece. They have 5 postage stamps and 5 coins in each one. They are the coin issues for each year the statehood quarters. These are called Greetings from America portfolio sets, and they sold for $30 each new. This is 5 at $15. 5 at 15. These are $3 a piece, folks. $3 a piece. They're 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. I have 99s. I have some 2005s. So what you're going to get is a lot of 5 different statehood quarters plus a stamp, plus the greeting sets. So there's stamps and quarters. This is a total of $1.25 in quarters, and then 37 cents times 5 would be $1.35. That's $2.35. $2 and there's a little bit, almost $3 in face value in stamps and coins in this. Almost $3 in face value in stamps and coins in this. The original issue price of these 5 sets was $120. $120. It cost you $30 each to get these. So I got Joe McBride in at a $25 bid, and Sissy Atwell comes in at $30. PJ Curtis is falling, lacking slightly behind at $22 and $27, with Sissy Atwell's current high bid of $30. PJ Curtis can't seem to win for losing, so all he does is laugh. That's kind of like my wife when she takes the dog out for a walk and he just starts running and dragging her around. She's just giggling. She runs behind him and giggles. Can't stop. Sissy Atwell's current high bid at $30. Okay, and Joe bids $33. Joe McBride at $33. And Sissy Atwell bids $35. Sissy Atwell's high bid at $35. Dana bids $36. Hello, Dana. And Joe McBride at $37. I'll tell you what, I'm going to hit a stop. Let's just go ahead and stop the bidding. I have 5. I have 5 of these where I can do 5 different sets. So what I'm going to do, 5 at 5, let's say at $4 a piece, it'd be $20. The $5 a piece would be $25. Let's do $25. $25, I've got 5 of them I'll offer to the 5 highest bidders. Joe McBride, Dana, Sissy, PJ, and Hurl Stormer. If you want in at 25, I'll let you in at 25. That'd be Joe McBride, Dana. Joe McBride will take it. Sissy will take it. Dana will take it. Looking for PJ Curtis at 25 if you want one. Earl Stormer at 25 if you want one. PJ says he's in. Earl Stormer's in. So we got all 5 of them sold. Good evening, CJ. What is it, like noon there? Okay, so did you get all 5? Yeah, got all 5 of them in there. Okay, so what I have next, and this is going to be the same image, it's kind of cheesy, but I did it the best I could with the time I had. I've got basically the same thing, only now you're going to get duplicates. There are 7 mixed stated quarter greeting sets. There could be 2 or 3 of the same one, but there's 7 of them all together. We're going to start at $17. $17 for 7 pieces. This is my remnants. The remainder is the last of it. Got 7 of them at $17. This is barely over face value, people. Barely over face value. Hurlstormer comes in at $20. PJ Curtis at $20. Okay, so JOB, is that Job? Is it Job, or is it just JOB? It's $21. It's the last little bit of these greetings sets that I have. That's Greetings from America Portfolios. BJ Curtis comes in at $22 bid. So it's JOB. Okay. That's a bad word to me, JOB. But I'm okay with it. New Marshall bids 30. I like the paper. Except we always called those Job. Actually, we called them Top because we didn't use Job. All right, New Marshall's got a high bid of $30 in there. PJ Curtis is our second higher, third at 22. New Marshall at 30, PJ Curtis at 22. Going once to Marshall at 30. Going twice to Marshall at 30. Sissy bids 31. PJ says he's out. Sissy bids 31. We've got Marshall and Sissy. Sissy at 31, Marshall at 30. Earl Stormer's out. Going once to Sissy at 31. Going twice to Sissy at 31. All in, all done. Sold to Sissy at 31. I tell you what, I actually have two groups of 7 that I'll give to you, Sissy, at $30, and I'll give it to New Marshall at $30 if he still wants it at 30. That way I can get one to each of you. Okay, New Marshall said yes. And Sissy gets hers at $30 as well. That's 30 for 7. I appreciate it, folks. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next item. Here we have a small lot of 6, 1915D. They're relative, I would say that they're semi to the semi keys. They're not easy to find, and they're not really hard to find either. But these are all good to very good condition. There's 6 of them here. We're going to start at $12. Starbuck, I haven't seen you say anything yet this evening. Sherman's sitting here wondering what's going on. All right, so we got lot number 24. It's 6 times 1915D, Lincoln cents, starting at $12. It's $2 a coin, folks. Stonecutter gives me a bid of 15. Sissy follows up with 12. Sissy will have to bid 15.5 to keep it going. I'm doing great, Starbuck. Started getting cold on me outside, so I had to shut the windows. Sissy comes back at $16. Stonecutter at 15. Sissy Atwell at $16. This is a lot of 6 1915D in very old 2x2 holders. Stonecutter comes back at a $20 bid. I don't even know what the... Let me see, to find out what the retail is on these right now. Retail on these is between $3 and $4 a coin. So, I don't know, $18 to $20, I'd say retail value is. Stonecutter bids 20. Sissy says she's out. Going once to Stonecutter at 20. Going twice to Stonecutter at 20. All in, all done. Stonecutter at $20 sold. Thank you, sir. Thanks everyone else for your bids. Here's one. This is interesting. This is 8 uncirculated 1939 to 1955 Lincoln cents. There's 4 1944Ds up there. So we've got a 39, 4 44Ds, a 53S, a 55P, and a 53D. We're starting it all at $1 per coin. $1 per coin, starting this lot at $8. This is 22,025, starting at $8. Folks, you're going to have trouble finding the 1939 for $8. But we're going to start the whole lot here at $8. Jeremy at 10, Hurlstormer at 10, Paul Hampton comes in at $15, Benjamin comes in a little late at 12. Kid It Okay, you're off to bed. Jeff Dunn at 10, PJ Curtis at 12. Jeff Stanley comes in at $16. Hawkeye at 18. Paul Hampton comes back at 20. Paul Hampton's $20 bid is currently the high bid. Hawkeye comes in at 22, then Paul Hampton answers with 24. Going once to Paul Hampton at $24. Yeah, these are very old holders. They've been in these holders for quite some time. Hawkeye bids $25 to keep it moving. Right before Penny Parent calls the going twice, so Hawkeye is our current fresh bidder at $25. The square cutouts generally tell you that they are older holders. The older holders have square windows, where the newer ones have round windows. JOB bids 26. JOB at a $26 bid for these. And is currently our high bidder. Hawkeye at 25. Paul Hampton at 24. Hawkeye bids $27 to keep it moving. Paul Hampton at $27.50. Do we do 50-cent increments after 20? I don't think we do 50-cent increments after 20. Oh. 50 cents, yeah, 50 cents up to $20. It's okay, it doesn't matter at this point anyway, because Paul Hampton will take it at $30. Paul Hampton at $30. Just remember not to bid with 50-cent increments after $20. 50 cents up to $20, $1 up to 50, and then 5 from 50 on up. So Paul Hampton's our current high bidder at $30. And Hawkeye says out. Paul Hampton, our current high bidder at $30. Paul Hampton going once and going twice to Paul Hampton at $30, all in, all done. Final call, Paul Hampton, $30 sold. Thank you, sir. Thanks, everyone, for your bids. Let me move on to the next item. Now, from here on out, we don't have actual photographs of the coins. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them under my dyno and show them to you under my dynoscope. I need to move it. Coin. I remember my lighting is just a little bit harsh with this, but it'll give you a decent idea. This is lot number 26. Lot number 26 is a 1932 in Gem BU. 1932 Lincoln Cent in Gem BU. We're going to start the bidding on this one at $29. $29. Put it on a glass coffee table. Silver nitrate. Were you looking to break it? Now you imagine me having to carry all that down 2 flights of stairs. Every one of the packages that go out of here, 2 flights of stairs. Jeremy Johnson at $35. Stephen Elliott comes in at $30, just a little late. Stonecutter comes in with a $40 bid. Stonecutter at a $40 bid. So silver nitrate, did you get in trouble? Mama come after you? Time Travelers Coin Exchange. Hey, how you doing? We got Stonecutter at $40 and Levels of Madness comes in at $45. Levels has been really quiet. Comes in really quiet. And just because I couldn't get slides and everything together, we're going to take care of all of the coin roll hunting. For those of you showing up at 10 o'clock to see what happens, we're going to take care of all the other coin roll hunting original roll reveals just after the end of this auction, which we are on lot number 26 and we have 30 lots total. So it's not going to be very long. And Steve Patek comes in at a $50 bid. Levels of Madness at $45. JOB at $47. Steve Patek comes in at $50. We've got a $50 bid currently on this one. I'm showing a value of $60 plus on this. That's the retail value at this particular grade. This is a Gem BU. This is a full MS65 red. Let me flip the coin over and take a look at the other side of it. Here's what the other side looks like. You got a full Gem BU on this. Sissy Atwell currently has the high bid at $55. Man, this thing is just about flawless. I mean, it's really, really nice for a 1932. Steve Patet is out. We're going once to Sissy at $55. Going twice to Sissy at $55. And sold to Sissy at $55. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your bids. Move this out of the way and bring in the next candidate for your consideration. This is a 1933 plane. Slightly muted color. Color is just a little bit different than the other. These are worth about $100 in this condition. This is a Choice to Gem uncirculated. This is a 1933 plane. Choice to Gem coin. Thing's worth right around $100. We're starting it at $59. Starting at $59 on this one. So David Lawrence sold one for $100 on 11/19. Oh, that's on the 32. Here on the 33. Do I hear a $59 stairs? Chuck Patillo starting with $60 bid. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Chuck Patillo's $60 bid is currently a high bidder. Hurlstormer comes in at $65. Hurlstormer at $65 is now the high bidder. Perfectly fine intellectual instigator. That's fine. I got it. The 32 in PCGS 65. Got it. Understand. So this one currently has a high bid of $65. Hurlstormer's high bid of $65. Looking for $70. Looking for a $70 bid. We're going once. A Hurlstormer 65. Hurlstormer 65 looking for 70. Flip it over and show you the other side real quick. And sold to Hurlstormer $65. I appreciate your bids. Thank you very much. And move on to the next item. The next item is going to be a 1914 Philadelphia Lincoln Cent. This is a 1914 Philadelphia Lincoln Cent in extremely fine condition. I'm going to start this one at $9. $9. Only $9. Get yourself a nice album filler here. This is about as straight as they come for an extremely fine coin. Good night, intellectual instigator. Good night, I. Levels of Madness comes in with a $9 bid, and Victoria comes in with 9 right after her. Then Jim Fletcher starts at 10, Stonecutter at 10, Paul Hampton at 11. So that makes Paul Hampton the $11 high bidder right now. Sissy Atwell throws a $13 bid on it. Jim Fletcher comes in just a little bit late with a $12 bid. So Sissy Atwell is currently our high bidder at 13. Paul Hampton at 13.5. Paul Hampton throws a $13.5 bid on this one. It's a 1914 Lincoln Cent. Has some lamination running across the reverse, as you can see. A little bit of a lamination error issue going on in the reverse. It's an extremely fine coin. Paul Hampton's $13.5 bid. Looking for 14. 13.5 looking for 14. We do have just a little tiny bit. Centaur gives us another $1.99 super chat, I believe. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. There's a little fleck of lamination going on out there in front of the beard. And then there's a little bit more way down at the very bottom of the coin underneath the date. We're going once to Paul Hampton at 13.5 for this 1914 Lincoln Cent. Beautiful 1914 Lincoln Cent. We're going twice now to Paul Hampton. And we're sold to Paul Hampton at $13.5. Our next coin. This one, you guys don't want to sit around on this one. This one is roughly a $200 coin. This is a 1914 and gem uncirculated. It's a $214 coin. We're going to start this one at $85. Any interest at $85 is a nice gem uncirculated 1914 Lincoln Cent. Let me show you the reverse on this one. Chuck Patillo shows us $85. I appreciate it, sir. Here's the reverse on it. It's a very, very clean coin. Nice, heavy luster on this. A lot of luster. Beautiful coin. We got Chuck Patillo at $85. Flip it over again for you. Steve Patat comes in at $90. Steve Patat at $90. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Chuck Patillo would have to answer at $95. I have a $90 bid looking for $95. This is one of those coins that's worth that free grade. If you become a member of the grading services, this would be one of those coins that would be worth that free grade. Chuck Patillo comes back at $95. There it is upside down to show you a little bit of that luster on the reverse. Got a real satiny surface. Definitely not a proof coin, but it looks a little bit like a proof. Going once to Chuck Patillo at $95. Going twice, Chuck Patillo at $95. And Steve is out. Sold to Chuck Patillo at $95. Congratulations. Thank you very much. And thank you, Steve, for your bids. Much appreciated, gentlemen. We now have our last item up for bids. Our last item of the day is this 1914 S Lincoln Cent. And it grades very fine. It has a full separation between the cheek and the jaw. It does have a weakness issue on the reverse of the upper reverse, but the wheat lines are full. So that is probably a grease strike, struck through grease. It also has some scratches on the reverse, as noted right here. See the scratches on the reverse? but it is a 1914S. Started this one at $21. Deanne gives us a $24 bid. Deanne at 24 is our current high bidder. That's right, the L is pretty much gone altogether in Liberty. Way over there by the rim. You can kind of see it if you turn it in certain directions. You can see the L. It's not as obvious as it should be. GLB gives us a $27 bid. Here's your reverse again. The pluribus unum of e pluribus unum is almost gone. But that's not because of wear. That's because of the strike. It's because of how the coin was struck. Look at the O in 1. It's almost half gone. That's not from wear. This is a technical VF coin with some scratches on the reverse. And JLB at a $27 bid is our current high bidder. Go ahead and start counting it down. Going once to JLB at 27, looking for 27.5, or looking for 28, I'm sorry. JLB 27, looking for 28. Looking for 28. Deanne is out. Going once, going twice to JLB 27, looking for 28. Then all done. Final call, JLB at 27, sold. JLB, $27. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Great buy. For sure. Now, I don't have slides done for these, but we can talk about them nonetheless, right? We did our 1960 D Lincoln Cent roll. That was the roll reveal number 40. Roll reveal number 41 will be this roll. Quick. Will be this roll right here. This is a 1957 D, California Bank, head office, Los Angeles, California. It is, zoom in on this. There's the 1957 D. And the end coin is an RPM. Trust me on that. The end coin is an RPM. This is a 1957 D roll, and the end coin is an RPM. So we have this roll reveal. We've got a total of 41, 42, and 43 left to go on the roll reveals. 1957 D, we're going to do it $1.95 a coin. $1.95 a coin. Get your triggers ready. $1.95 per coin. Limit 5 per person. Go now. Limit 5 per person. Okay. Got Levels of Madness gets 5. Joe McBride for 3. Taco John for 3. Majestic wants 2. Chuck Patillo gets 3. Deang gets 3. Midnight Silver Run for 5. Quadzy.com gets 2. Jeremy Johnson for 5. Jim Fletcher for 5. Jeff Dunn for 3. And close to the end, Adam Chambers will get 5. Stonecutter will get 3. And then Jeff Stanley will get the last 2 coins in the roll. Everyone after Jeff Stanley will not be able to get into this roll. James Dowdle will get his 5. And then Jeff Stanley will get the last. James Dowdle got 5. Did he not? No, he got 3. I'm sorry. You were right. James Dowdle got 3. Jeff Stanley will get 3. Got it. Jeff Stanley for 3. So let me go back through this. Levels of Madness gets 5. Joe McBride for 3. Taco John for 3. Majestic gets 2. Chuck Patillo gets 3. Deanne gets 3. Midnight Silver Run gets 5. Quads gets 2. Jeremy Johnson gets 5. Jim Fletcher. Wait a minute. Okay. Jim Fletcher will get 5. Jeff Dunn for 3. Adam Chambers for 5. James Dowdle for 3. And Jeff Stanley for 3. That's what we have there. All right. So that is that roll. Next roll. This is going to be the feature roll of the week. Zoom out on this. This is 1954 San Francisco. 1954 S. It is a original machine wrapped roll that just says 50 cents pennies on it. Stand it up here. This is an original bank wrapped roll. There's no variety on the end of it. Just a couple of light spots on the end of one side of the roll. And the other side of the roll, just a few white light spots. And that's just on the ends. So I'm pretty sure the middle of the roll is going to be perfectly fine. We're going to start these off, run them at $2.95 each. $2.95 each. We're going to do a limit of 3. $2.95 each. We're going to do a limit of 3, and I'll get you started. I'll get you started right now. Okay, we'll get Wild Bill in there. Wild Bill for 3. Midnight Silver Run for 3. Wow. If I had 6 rolls. Okay. Midnight for 3. JLB for 3. James Worley for 3. James Worley for 3. Adam Chambers for 3. PJ Curtis for 3. Majestic for 2. And then Joe McBride comes in for 3. Steve Elliott will get 3. Feds RS gets 3. Jeff Stanley Coins and Octane for 3. Deanne will get 3. Taco John for 3. Jim Fletcher will get 3. Levels will get 3. After levels, we've only got 4 coins left. We got 4 coins left, so there'll be James Dowdle for 3 and Paul Hampton for 1. James Dowdle for 3 and Paul Hampton for 1. Okay, our last and final roll for this week. We got 4 rolls going on this week. It's a roll of pennies. Yay! This is all that it says on the wrapper. 50 pennies. And this is a 1956 Denver. Looking for the big stuff. We're going for the gusto on this. We tried it before and we didn't quite succeed, but there's a lot of 56D rolls out there that have a lot of good stuff on them. We're going to be doing these at $2.25 per coin. $2.25 per coin. Limit 3 per person. $2.25. Now wait until I get you started. Wait until I get you started. $2.25 per coin, limit 3 per person. Go now. If you don't wait till I get you started, you'll end up at the end of the line. And if you're at the end of this line, you're not going to get served. Unfortunately, we're going to close before you get there. Midnight Silver Run gets 3. Levels of Madness for 3. Paul Hampton for 3. Cuds R Us gets 3. Adam Chambers gets 3. Let me show you the other side of this roll. Majestic Sounds of Coins will get 2. A little bit of spots. Not bad, though. But it is an original bank-wrapped roll from 1956. 12 years older than I am. Yeah, I'm a memorial baby. Memorial baby. Adam Chambers gets 3. Majestic gets 2. PJ Curtis gets 3. James Worley gets 3. Chuck Patillo will get 3. Jim Fletcher will get 3. Then Raymond Longy for 3. I'm sorry, Raymond Longy wants 2. So Jim Fletcher for 3, Raymond Longy for 2. Cent Hoarder jumps in with 3. Taco John for 3. Joe McBride for 3. Stephen Elliott for 3. Silver Nitrate for 3. Coin Dragon takes 3. And then Wild Bill will come in for our very last coin in the roll for 1. Wild Bill for 1. So missing out on this one is Jeff Dunn, Jeff Stanley, J.O.B., Jeremy Johnson, Quads, Stonecutter, Todd Carmen, Sissy Atwell, Deanne, Bulldog, Steve Looking for Silver, Greg McCoy, and Hawkeye. I am so young. I don't feel so young anymore. These coins look prettier than I've ever looked. I've always been spottier than this. I look the same as my photo in my book, only aged 20 years. JLB not for the 56D roll. 56D roll, we were unable to get you in there because we didn't have as many coins as we had people who wanted them. And Jim Fletcher's chance, one more roll. I tell you what, folks, at some point I'm going to announce we are not going to do we're not going to do an auction for Christmas week. This is our last auction for the year. We will be back in auction mode the 1st of January. 1st of January. But what we're going to do is at some point next week, I'm going to make an announcement of some row reveals. We can do row reveals. Appalachians are killing your timing between me and you. Yeah, I happen to live east of the Appalachians, so turns out to be that I'm in the Eastern time zone. Funny how that should work out. So, I'm back. Let me drop everything and work on your problem. Pacific Ocean and a big landmass for you. Yeah, you and Sing J alike. I think both of you live in Hawaii. You can see if you look right down there. Right there. There he is. That's our little man. You like my lid? I like it too. I think it's probably the best Santa hat I've ever had. Your computer is not participating well. Well, I will make it participate just a little better by doing the sort for you. How does that sound? You can do that, right? There you go, Miss Penny Parent. I got you sorted. No, sir, no Bills shirt. Sorry. I bow to your bills. My Steelers lost to your bills. Yes, I do that in public. So for today, you can call me a Bills fan. Tomorrow I'll go back to being a Steelers fan. Although, since you didn't send me a cup that says Bills on it, I have to drink out of my Steelers cup for today. So, yes, Coin Dragon and I had a little bit of a bet going on as to who was going to win the game. And obviously his Bills won the game. And so since his Bills won the game, I have to send him a package of an undisclosed amount of cash. Who did you saw on a stream earlier? Oh, on Cajun? Yeah, he was here earlier today. Yeah, Quads, he was here earlier today. So I talked with him no more than 2 hours ago. Yeah, well, JOB, you always win with me as a Steelers fan because I am a die-hard Steelers fan. Win or lose, I still love them. Sorry, Silver Nitrate, but unfortunately, your little island country over there, Eucala State, doesn't have a football team, so you'll have to find somebody to follow. What is it going to be? Los Angeles? Really? What, the Patriots? Excuse me while I take a drink from my winner's cup. Oh, 5 after go nothing, 2 before go, and 2 soon. Sorry, Marshall. We'll try to get you a better internet connection next time. As I was saying earlier, yes, I need to back down on this volume just a little bit. Seems like we're getting a little bit too much feedback here. There we go. So, as I was saying earlier, we're going to be announcing a couple of different times over the next few days that we will be doing a show sometime early next week. Hold on to a 46. That's Ball Seraph graded MS66 red. I just sent in 20 for bulk grading. Oh, nice. Yeah, I would hold on to one for sure. How can you do 20 bulk grades? Who did you send it in for bulk grading at 20 count? Most of them require 100 count for bulk grading. Yeah, the Colts had it really rough. We're going to be making an announcement sometime during this week or early next week about role reveals that will be coming up next week. And we're going to have a show. You're going to have to be at the show. Come to the show and we can do a role reveal sales for next week. And that's all we're doing. We're not doing a regular auction. It's just going to be role reveal sales for next week. I've got plenty of rolls. I've got plenty of time next week. We just need to get those spots taken up. Aha, you sent in 100 coins total. That's really cool because those things I think will have value. I really do. Joe McBride, your package is out. Your package went out yesterday. Let's see here. Bring it up. Bring it up. Come on. Yeah, he's sound asleep. He loves it over there. He finally got his spot back. All your damn rolls are off the floor now. I've been floor sorting packages for weeks, trying to get everything together. Weeks. Let's see, Mr. McBride. What do we have for you? I will send you your tracking as soon as we get done here, but I am sure I've got a label done for you. In fact, I remember taking your package down and handing it out yesterday. Yep, for sure. You do have a tracking number. So I will send that to you as soon as I get done here. Yeah, Deanne, when you see one that says plate coin on it, that's actually the coin that we're using for photographs on Coppercoins.com. And basically, your coin was used for the photographs and you got the credit for the coin. So when you look up that die on Coppercoins.com, your name will be listed there with that die as being the person who has credit for that particular coin. And I do that for all the people on the roll reveals. When I find new stuff or I find stuff that needs to be photographed to replace something else on the website. Silver nitrate, I think the atom blast, it all has to do with, somebody said that it was done in laboratories. It was done at nuclear facilities, but I don't remember exactly. I can't remember exactly what it was said. Let's see. The best bulk price from PCGS. If you send 10,000 coins, do they give you a better price? Yeah, they probably would. I believe their bulk prices are running roughly $8 to $10 a coin if you send in more than 100 of the same series. Now, you can't send in $10,000 coins because they do have a cap on value. So just in case that 10K meant $10,000, no, they don't take those in bulk. How many bus dollars can I send in for grading and get a cheaper price? I don't think you'd really have to worry about the price if you've got enough bus dollars to even think about that. Cuz RS, I know I have not mailed yours. I know I have not mailed yours yet. 100 is $12 a coin. Okay. I don't know if you can with PCGS. I'm not sure. I haven't really used PCGS that much, so the pricing is a bit of an enigma to me. NGC does the grading for, I believe it's $6 a coin if you're 100 coins or more. If your minimum grade is met, and then any grade above that is $12. Stonecutter, second dime roll. Yeah, there were 2 dime rolls. We did them all at the same time. There were 100 coins total in that show. So you haven't missed a second dime roll because I did them both at the same time. Um, 2020 ASE is the last year for that design, coming out with a new one for 2021. I have not heard that. I did not know about that. Time travel, you're actually going to send in 10,000 coins? 10,000 coins? I don't know that they would ever do below $12. I really don't know. But if you call PCGS and you tell them you've got 10,000 coins and you've got their grading fee, they'll probably talk to you. Their grading fee on 10,000 coins is going to be almost $250,000. You're going to send in 1,000 Flying Eagle cents? Bulk non-moderns? I don't know about bulk non-moderns. Not very many people even consider doing bulk non-moderns. You mean like 100 barber dimes or barber quarters or something like that? I'm not really sure. You were there, but you missed it? Yeah, it was the second half of the show. That's why the show was like 2.5 hours long, because I did 2 rolls of dimes all together. Do you even have 5,000 Flying Eagles? I don't think I've ever seen more than 5 or 10 of them in one place, and I've photographed some of the finest ones known. I sure hope everybody got what they wanted, that's for sure. Did everybody get what you wanted from Santa Claus? Lincoln sitting on a log rolls. That's the LP2. I do have more. Contact me via email and we'll talk about it. Midnight Silver Run says he always gets what he wants. Thank you so much. Stonecutter did too. Stonecutter's got a box to unpack, and it's a heavy box. Actually, Sissy Atwell has a really heavy box to unpack. I was thinking about that when I was carrying it downstairs. I'm like, gosh, what did she order? This is the heaviest box I've packed so far. Saw a few you wanted, but sometimes other people carry it further than you're willing to go. I understand that. Adam Chambers, I've not gotten them listed on Coppercoins yet. We're about 50, 60 coins behind getting that done right now. Still working on that part. Yes, that's right. Brings back memories. The LP2. That the LP1, LP2, LP3, and LP4. And did you know that the LP5 was the 2010 set with the P&D rolls? They actually made an LP5 set. A new DDR on the 2009? That doesn't surprise me very much. There's a lot of them out there. Uh-oh. Hope your mom can handle it. Might need help. It's about 35 to 40 pounds. Stephen Dallas, you just missed everything. It's over. We're all done. But if you let me know, I'll give you a call later on, talk to you about it. Probably should go out and take a walk. Take this sleepyhead over here out to walk. There he is. That's Sherman. We need to have a Sherman cam. The way I pack, I could just throw him out the window. Probably so. Let's just say I keep scotch in business. This stuff right here, scotch strapping tape, it's really good stuff. But at $9 a roll, I go through about 5-6 rolls of it per week. All right, Steve. And thank you, Todd. Yeah, Sherman, get him, boy. Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Yeah, he doesn't listen to that very well. He's about the same as what's that? Eeyore, that donkey. He just kind of sits around and looks. Thinking about a different kind of scotch. That comes after the scotch tape is gone. I swear, I have bought Home Depot out 3 times on this stuff. 3 times I've bought them out. Majestic Sounds of Coins. Yes, I can get a 1955 BU roll. It's not going to be an original bank wrap roll, but it will be an uncirculated roll. Just send me an email, and we'll talk about it. Now, when I tell you to send me an email at cd@coppercoins.com. cd@coppercoins.com is my primary email. We only use the Coppercoins payments at gmail.com for auction purposes. But if you need to talk to me, get a hold of me directly, cd@coppercoins.com. Stonecutter. VF is 20, 25, 30, and 35. EF is 40 and 45. And then AU is 50, 53, 55, and 58. I will be doing videos at some point showing you about these grades and how to grade coins. Hello, Maria. Sissy, I've got a company here locally that I believe has cheaper prices than Uline, and I can actually pick it up locally. I just haven't really gone to them yet. But in the interim, I have ordered a different kind of strapping tape. That's the crosshatch strapping tape from a company through Amazon. And it's going to be probably half the price of this stuff. This is good tape. But if I can get tape for half the price, I'll put twice as much on the box. See what I'm saying? I don't want there to be any chance that we end up with broken, messed up packages. What I miss, Coin Junkie? Please didn't think you what? Coin Junkie, Sherman, get him, boy. Aha. Explain broad struck and off center. Okay, Coin Junkie. Broad struck is when a coin is struck without the retaining collar around the outside edge of the coin. The coin pancakes outward when it's struck, and it when it's struck and the edges kind of flange outward because there's nothing there holding it together. Imagine pancake batter and you smash it with a shoe. It's going to go everywhere. That's kind of what happens during a broad struck. And when you have an off-center coin, it's basically the same thing as a broad struck, except that the pressure of the strike goes out one side, not both sides. So you have a coin where part of the design is missing, and then the other side is just blank planchet. So the strike, the force of the strike is not evenly dispersed throughout the entire planchet. So you've got what's called an off-center. There is an off-center broad struck. An off-center broad struck is actually a coin that the whole design shows in the coin, but it's not centered. That's one that pancakes outward, but you've got the whole design there. Whoa, what am I missing? Bring what with me on January 8th? What are we talking about? Majestic? Yeah, who else is going to the fun show? Anybody else going to the fun show? We might need to have a Coppercoins dinner at some point. Get everybody together. Coin Junkie, generally no. Generally, they all run in Lincoln cents, especially in the newer memorials. We're doing, um, I'd say $5 to $10 a coin, unless they're, if it's a broadstruck and it's like quarter size, it's like huge. You could be talking about a $20, $25 coin, maybe 50, depending on condition. Good night, Stonecutter. You have a great night, sir. Deanne, you're going to be there? Well, we're going to have to meet up. You're going to have to send me an email, remind me that you're going to be there so we can meet up at the show. Sissy, it's going to be I believe, the 8th. Let me check. Get my calendar up. This is December. It's going to start the 9th of January. Thursday, the 9th of January, and it's going to run through the 12th of January. So it's going to run from the 9th to the 12th of January. And Sissy, if you're going to be there, you need to let me know about it so we can get together for dinner. Try to get everybody together in one place at one time, at least attempt to. We're going to have a few nights to be able to do it. I do have a couple of appointments slated, but we can figure it out. Minimum percent. I don't know that there's really a minimum percent. You talking about the percentage of off-center as an off-center versus a broadstruck? I think it's just whether or not the entire design shows on the coin or not. If it does not show on the coin, the entire design, then you're probably talking about an off-center. If the entire design does show on the coin, then you're talking about broadstruck. I'll be the one driving the 26-foot U-Haul. That's right. It's going to be full of pennies. Joe McBride's birthday is the 9th of November. Maybe he should go. Yes, you should go. You should go, Joe. You don't live that far away. I'm sorry, your email for what? Victoria. You talking about for the purchases this time? You already registered with us. You're fine. Unless you've actually changed your email address, you would be perfectly fine. You're already registered. So you're going to be on the road till the end of January, but you can arrange to be at the next event. The Fun Show is pretty much the event of the year. Joe, you make sure and let me know if you plan on being down there. Oh, Majestic already has a dinner reservation at Bahama Breeze. What day would that be, Majestic? I'm going to be flying down there and driving back. I'm going to fly down there. I'm going to get a rental car. And I have a collection to pick up while I'm down there after the show. And then I'll be driving it back. Actually, I'll be driving back in a truck. Oh. January 10th at 8 p.m. What? January 10th. It's going to be Friday night. Friday night at 8 p.m. at Bahama Breeze on iDrive, correct? On International. Good night, Steve Elliott. Have a good night. Silver nitrate. Yeah, I'm picking up. I think what I've got left to pick up is about 12,300 rolls. See, any reason why NGC wouldn't attribute a thick planchet that was paid for attribution? The coin weighed 3.28 grams. They said too minor to list. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't really know what their parameters are for that sort of thing, but a lot of times if it's something that's not readily obvious to them as an error, they're not going to list it as one on a holder. See you later, Victoria. Okay, dinner reservations. We've got dinner reservations. Anybody wants to meet up January 10th at 8 p.m. at Bahama Breeze on International Drive. That's going to be down the street about a half a mile and across the street from where the convention is going to be. The convention is going to be at the West Concourse, I don't remember exactly which hall it's going to be in. Usually in the last one, I think E is the one it's usually in. But we would do that. We would go down there at, I would meet there probably at 7:30, 7:45 on the 10th. That's Friday. It is a lot of rolls. See you next time, Victoria. That's right, 12,300 rolls of pure fun. All right, Wild Bill, take care of yourself, brother. $12,300 rolls is parking lot coins. Yeah, well, the 12,300 rolls is that's pretty much what I do for a living. So it is what it is. I don't do silver. Don't even get into silver. Yes, Penny Parent, it is in Florida. It's in Orlando. You've been finding NGC 70S small date proofs mislabeled with large dates in them? Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that personally, but I have heard of it. I have heard of it happening. I did see a 1972 Lincoln Cent double die obverse number 2 labeled as a die number 3. Yeah, unfortunately, Kaneka has gotten to a point where he doesn't list much unless he can see it easily, and that's not very much. James is getting up there in his completion of his list as he sees it. Flash roll reveal now? No. I will be bringing out some more rolls later in the week. After I get these roll reveal done, I've got these roll reveals done. I'll learn English. I've got 4 roll reveals to do this week, and as soon as I get done with those 4 roll reveals, I'll start advertising for a show where we will come on just to do roll reveals for the following week. It may be Tuesday evening. I'm not really sure right now. James Wales actually said that 2019 Philadelphia 1DO001 is too minor. And I wholeheartedly disagree with that. I think 1DO001 is one of the best double dies I've seen in a few years. Yeah, Penny Parent, the fun show is definitely one to put on the bucket list. Because that's the show where you can meet up with me and Amber, and eventually we'll be able to get Jody down there too. Maybe not this year, but we'll get him down there sometime. All right, folks, we're getting up on 11 o'clock p.m. here in the Eastern time zone. 11 o'clock New York time. Email address so I could bid on rolls. Did you get it? Maria Cervantes. Maria Cervantes, let me find out here real quick. Have you listed? No, we don't. Could you send us an email again, Maria? I would appreciate that. I don't know why I did not get you on the list. but you are not on the list. I'll have to get us an email at coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. I'll make sure it gets taken care of. We may have it somewhere, but I wouldn't bet on that. Just send us another email. A book that has all the Lincoln varieties. No, there is not. Thank you, Silver Nitrate. Will multiple hubbing ever be used again? That's a good question. I would say probably not, but we never know. Yeah, if you had one book that had all the Lincoln scent varieties in it, you'd have probably 500 to 1,000 pages or more. I'm not secretly licking strange coins in the background. No, I'm not secretly licking strange coins, but I cannot say that I'm not lighting anything and smoking it. So yeah, the email address is coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Send us your name, your screen name, and your PayPal email address. We'll get you registered right away. You have a great night too, Silver Nitrate. Hi there, Clinton. What's going on? Let's say, we just finished up an auction, and we're doing good here. It was nice and warm earlier today, and then suddenly this evening it started getting cold. Now it's probably below freezing outside. It's a really quick temperature change we ended up having when that cold front came through. Other than that, we're doing great. Jim Fletcher, you have a good night too, sir. Steve Smith, the coins in the frame over my shoulder. Those right there. That is the top 50 most popular modern coins, as authored by Eric Jordan and John Mabin back about 5 years ago. They came up with a list of the 50 top modern coins in existence at that time. I laid the book out and did all the photography for them, and I designed that poster. And they had some of them made, and some of them were made on hardboard, and they signed them. And I believe this is number 6, I think. Yeah, Clinton, I'm sorry, you did miss the auction. The auction started at 8 o'clock. It's almost 11 now. It only goes a couple hours. Good night, sissy. You got to get driving. Okay. Well, you be safe out there on the road. Yeah, Clinton, unfortunately, I really don't mind people being a slacker, and I really just don't mind people having to sleep in and sleep over and whatever, but unfortunately, we can't hold everything for that. So while I don't blame you at all, I also can't stop everything else for you. So it is what it is. You think you have some of my drawings, Steve? That'd be cool. I think I've done a total of 9 different. Is it 9? I think I have 9 different portraits of U.S. coin designers. That's okay, Clinton. I mean, I'm the same way, brother. I'll sleep in. I just know everyone's going to get started without me. But I'm all right with that. I'll catch up. You have 5 of them? Maybe we ought to talk about finishing your set. Do I have dates set for the roll reveals? That is a good question. Well, I will be doing 2 of them tomorrow, Wednesday the 18th, and I will do at least one of them on Thursday. And if I get to both of them, I will do both of them on Thursday. So we'll finish up Thursday. We'll do them tomorrow on Thursday. Yeah, you guys did start tonight without me. Oh, boy. I tell you what, this internet thing, man, we got to get this thing solved. We got to get a solution for this. You want to meet up at Fun to soak up all I know about Lincoln Cents? So for how many years after that are you going to be following me around? I think I've forgotten too much about it. You have a great night too, Cuds R Us. Don't forget, he's got a group, Cuds R Us. He's got a group on Facebook. Go search for Cuds R Us. You'll find him. Adam Chambers, if you plan on being at the Fun Show, I'd like to see you for dinner. You'll have to help drive the truck. Hey, if you do the driving, I'll do the talking. Thanks, Penny Parent. Give my love to Dusty and the kids. Tell Jade to stay out of trouble. Don't have that much school left. Yeah, we're really getting into second gear here with the Coppercoins gear. We're doing a lot of good stuff. Got T-shirts. I'm going to be wearing some of the T-shirts during the show. So if you guys find me, you'll see me wearing one of the Coppercoins T-shirts. I think on that note, I was starting to get tired. Starting to get about that time where I need to head to the bed. But I appreciate everyone coming by this evening. Don't forget the New Year's Day auction starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on New Year's Day. On the 1st of January, it'll be on a Wednesday. Or is it Thursday? It's Wednesday. It'll be on Wednesday, the 1st of January. We're going to have a lot of items, and everything will start at $1. Everything starting at $1. I'm going to have a lot of good, valuable coins. All of it starting at $1. You will not want to miss this. I'm telling you that for sure. It's going to be 3 p.m. on my channel, right here, on my channel. 3 p.m. on the 1st of January, 2020. Oh, Bulldog. Bulldog threw all of his coin money away. Oh. There's Cuds RS's group. You just click on that link right there, and it'll take you right to his group. You guys all have a great evening. I will see you tomorrow for the roll reveals, or whoever can be there. We'll be doing the 1960D roll first, and then we'll be doing a 1954S roll, followed by the 1957D and the 1956D, and those will come probably the next day. Hello, Hector. You just got home, just in time to see us go off the air. I know, I'm sorry you missed us too. Maybe next time. Don't forget, I'll be having an auction on the 1st of January. 1st of January starting at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to start the auction. It's going to run probably 3 or 4 hours. We're going to have hundreds of items, all starting at $1 each. You guys have a great night. Have a great week. Watch out for the announcement because we are going to have a special roll reveal sale coming up next week. Looking over here to see what else I can find. Nope, that's it. Okay, folks, you have a great time, and I'll talk to you later. Peace and love.